nominated Hyla for Leader of the Pack because she demonstrates coyote pride every day in class. She respects her peers and she encourages them to respect each other. She strives for excellence not only in performance but just in her interactions with her peers, and she is helpful towards everybody and tries to do her best every day with a smile.
William Strand from our biology class, and I just want to say that William is just such an awesome kid that is always coming into class. And yeah, you, William, you're always just coming in just with a smile on your face, and you're such a good example of what it looks like to lead but also serve those around you with kind of like a blanket of humility on you. And you're never like, you always do well in the class, you have a high grade, but you're not one of those kids that's like, I have a high grade, I don't want to help out my partner. You're always such a good example of what it looks like to, even though you're moving forward, to just kind of bring those along with you and not feel like it's a burden on you, but always willing to do that. And it's just so good to have you in the class, and you're such a good, at like having conversations that kind of leading conversations on about a certain topic. If we're talking about like how cells replicate, you're like, well, how does that actually happen? Like, is there something that happens wrong in your body, and how would that look, and what is it called? Just kind of keeping conversations going, and it's super good to have you in the class, and it makes it fun for me as a teacher and also for Mr. Jacob to have you, because it kind of gets our nerd out, our inner science nerd, and we get to just talk about it, and it's really fun, and I'm sure it's really engaging for other kids. And you're super good at that, and it's just super nice and it's such an honor to have you in the class, and that's why I nominated you as Leader of the Pack.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Johnson, and I nominated Payton Sampson for Leader of the Pack. The reason I nominated her is at the beginning of the year, Payton shared some things with me about her life, some significant challenges that she's faced in the past, some things that I can't imagine going through, and it just really increased my respect for her this semester, because you know, some people that go through things like that, they become bitter or angry, or they take it out on others, but Payton's never been that way, and she could still be struggling with these things, but every day she comes in and she's so positive and so kind to others. She really goes out of her way to make other people feel comfortable and happy. She doesn't play favorites in class, which I really love. She treats everyone equally and treats everyone like they're a friend of hers, which I think is amazing. And I just feel really grateful that we have students like Payton here, because that's what it really means to be a coyote and what it really means to be a good student at Centennial. Anyone could look at Payton and see that we should all be really proud of her and really grateful that she goes here.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Dawdy, and I nominated Douglas Glick for Leader of the Pack. Douglas is a true leader in our pre-calculus class. Although he is one of the youngest in the class, taking the class is only a sophomore in a junior and senior level class, but he always proves to be a great leader. He is the first kid always up and willing to help anyone, including myself. So one time Douglas helped me with our school net program, helping me with some technology. And then another time, just this week, yesterday in class, a student was struggling with a problem during the homework, and Douglas was the first kid right there trying to help. Hey, what do you not know? What are you stuck on? And how can I help you? And so every morning, Douglas is at my door, first hour, ready to learn math, and he really does make my day. He talks to me about fun things. He really enjoys math, and he always asks me great questions. He helps to even extend my learning and my knowledge of math by asking me these amazing things. One time on a test, I was asking students to decompose a function. We won't get into the details of that. And Douglas had this great answer. He just went way above and beyond. In the more routine answer, he avoided that. And it was really fun for me to see. It was fun for me to figure out if that was actually a correct answer, and it was. So I nominated Douglas Glick, not for his intelligence, only for his mathematical intelligence, but also because he's so kind and caring and always willing to help everybody around him. Thank you.
When I think leader of the pack, I think Orshina Dawd. She is at the top. The Centennial is a better place because of Orshina, and let me tell you why. I have the great pleasure of seeing Orshina most of the day. She's in a human physiology class of mine, and she is also taking medical assisting. So I get to see her for 3 of the 4 periods during Centennial's day. And she doesn't have off days. I know everybody has off days, but she doesn't. At least if she does, she masks it really, really well. And why does that make a person a leader? Because I can depend on her. She comes every day ready to learn. She comes every day with a smile on her face. And because she smiles, then I smile. And it makes life a lot easier when you have students like that in your classes. Not only do I have Orshina in my classes that I teach, but I also have the pleasure of having Orshina on the officer team in HOSA, which is a club that I advise. It's HOSA is the future health professionals here at Centennial. And Orshina happens to be one of the officers there. She takes care of publicity and makes sure that things are publicized and people are in the know. And she does that so beautifully as well. I don't have to ask her, she just kind of naturally flows into that. And so I just really appreciate Orshina. I know that my life is better because she's in my classroom and in HOSA, and I know that Centennial is better because of that too. She is very loving and accepting of her fellows, peers, and her fellow teachers as well. Very, very forgiving and non-judgmental. She's just a neat person. And I think Centennial is a better place because of Orshina. The world is a better place because of Orshina Dawd.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Coda, and I have nominated Salahe KOONOOKA-WILLIAMs as leader of the pack. The reason why I nominated him is every day I get to see him walk in, give me a high five. He walks in with the best attitude every single day, comes into class ready to go. He's just like a good human to have around. Salehe's always working on things in a positive manner, and I know that he plays football and he has a positive impact on the field as well as in the classroom, and it's just really a joy to have Salahe in class. And I think I appreciate the role model that he is, and I think that his classmates look at him also. And when he heard he was nominated, he's just very humble, and he's just like, oh, these are just these aren't things that I do or try to do. And that's kind of why the reason that he's perfect. He's a perfect leader of the pack, because I know he's just a good human and he deserves it, and I would like to recognize him. Good job, Salahe.
Hi, I'm Todd Wolf. It was my honor to nominate Sarah Calcaterra for leader of the pack because she's awesome and she embodies leader of the pack. She's incredible. She recently came back to me in newspaper, and immediately, actually even before she rejoined newspaper, she was asking for more responsibilities and work in the class, and very quickly she earned the position of online editor. And she has just done amazing with that. Our online newspaper, Coyote on the Prowl, it's never been more professional and engaging in the years that we've been running it, and it's all due to Sarah. So Sarah, I can't thank you enough for all of your contributions. And I also want to thank you for every time we have a miscellaneous story that needs written and nobody else is stepping up. Sarah's the first one to volunteer and take a story, and it's just appreciated, everything that you do in that class. You make it run smoother, and I just appreciate you being in the class. So Sarah, here's the thing. You need to never ever leave newspaper. You will be with me until you graduate, and then, you know, maybe even after you leave Centennial, you'll still come back to newspaper and help out and work with newspaper. So you'll be with us for a long, long time, which is win-win. It's win for me, it's win for you. Sarah, thank you so much for everything you've done for the class. I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, today is very special for me to be able to talk about Zach Cejka, who is really exemplifies the name of this award, Leader of the Pack. He is definitely the leader of our pack. Zach, with enthusiasm and a great deal of joy for the sport, comes out at practice and says, guys, let's go. I want to do some drills. Come on over to the court. And, Coach, can I have the ball basket so I can start doing drills with the guys? And he just is really right there and truly the leader of the pack. He really gives his teammates support, encouragement, and teaches. He just doesn't just come there and play the matches. He teaches during practice. He gives them advice. He gives them tips on how they can improve their game and become better players and better people, because he leads by example. So, Zach, you are the man, you are the team captain, and you exemplify that and show that every day with your teammates. You build them up and you give them encouragement. And how can I be more grateful for a young man to come along and embrace this sport and enjoy it so much and give to his teammates. You are truly a great leader, and I look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you can do in the future, and I expect you will give back everything that you give out to everybody around you, your parents, your mom. Everybody appreciates you, and I appreciate you. So thank you very much for giving me such a wonderful experience of being able to coach you and see you grow and mature and become the young man and the future, perhaps, leader in a political world of our society, and give back to everyone, not just to your teammates, to your coaches, your friends, and your family, but to the country or the state. Way to go, Zach. I'm real proud of you. Congratulations.